been filming. I'm in here cleaning up this kitchen, doing my morning routine. And so right now I'm listening to preaching because today is Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to publish this though. And I just want to just talk a little bit. Although I don't have any necessarily DIYs going on today. We'll see. But I just want to talk a little bit. So for those who are, because I'm heavy in the church, or I could say Christian, I'm heavy into my relationship with God right now, heavy. And I just wanted to come on here and just gab my mouth about it. What is something like right now I'm listening to Tim Timberlake and Philip Anthony Mitchell talk about their podcast. I need to watch that podcast, but it was on my algorithm. I said, let me check them out. And one of the things I appreciate the most is for my eyes. There's a couple things I'm glad to have lived and been able to see with my own eyes. Number one, seeing Barack Obama be elected into president. For I don't know any of the political backlash. I don't know any of the things regarding the actual work, but to actually be able to be alive and see an African American president be elected into presidency and see him, you know, complete that assignment. Thank you, Lord, for letting me be able to see something like that or witness something like that. The second is this new revival that's happening. I'm enjoying myself. I look at Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell, right? I always want to call him Pastor Anthony Philip Mitchell. I get the two reversed. It's because he reminds me of what was described as John the Baptist in the Bible. And I got that vibe immediately. Initially, when I saw like the Instagram post that they edited, when I first saw everything coming down my pipeline, I thought immediately, like, what in the Wakanda? What in the preacher Wakanda? You know, Wakanda. But now that, you know, it's been now a little more than a little while that I've been following him and a couple of others, and I'll talk about those. It's just been great to see, like, this is what it would have been like to see the John the Baptist thumping on the ground and monkey stomping through, you know, Israel and Jerusalem during that time, and just to be a part of everything, which brings me to the, I guess, the point of all of this is that as I'm growing closer in my relationship with God, and having a relationship with God is totally different than adhering to the standards and regulations of the Bible. Those are two different things. And actually, as you're building a relationship with God, the rules and regulations become easier, but a lot of people get them intertwined and find that they're having a hard time with the rules and regulations. And my thought is always, what is your relationship with God? Because once you're building over here with the relationship part, this stuff becomes easy because he's talking to you and streamlining and or however it is your relationship is with God. Like for me, it'd be like not a whisper, but a faint, like, you know, you ought not do this, or let's look at it this way. Like, it's like it's not as boom, 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 boom. It's like, I wouldn't say that word anymore. Or it don't even say I wouldn't say it. It was like, I would think about not saying that word anymore. You know what? You're right. So it's always like, it gives me the decision to be made. And then typically when I'm here and it's not from God, it feels so fleshly good. It pacifies my flesh. That's how I know, like, I'll be like, I don't think that's coming from God. Anyway, I just want to know you all's experiences with building a community. I find it very difficult right now. Through my journey, and I have a whole like layered approach that I'm going to hope to be able to talk about. Pretty much I had a diagnosis recently that caused me to pull the plug on a lot of things. And those things, trust and believe, they're not missing me. So it wasn't like I was pulling the plug on something that was looking for me. So it was just more or less like me needing to realize I needed to stop. And that means certain friendships, familial or family relationships, just a lot of things, how I approach certain things, how my thoughts were about things that are on this earth, like being bound and tied to the earth. So tying people's worth to their monetary assets, because that's what was beat down into me in my generation. And now all that stuff is what it is. It is what it is. So, and when I need something, the Lord provides it. It's a long, I ain't gonna go there. But I've been finding it difficult to build community and trying to figure out, like, 2026 is gonna be that year for me about building community. But just trying to figure out, like, how I'm gonna approach it, because one of the things I tried last year, which I shouldn't have tried, was I was like, well, I'll go to a Christian dating site, or I'll go to Christian friendship sites, and then that'll get me, quicker on the road to building, my tribe. It was worse. And it was worse because now you know the Lord and you out here not telling the truth, because I hate using the word lying. And that scares me for them. Like, I be scared to reverence. Like, God is so stubborn. I don't even try to push up against it no more. Like, when I was fresh in the church and stuff, I felt, you have blinders on. I felt like a pull church to me. And I'm so glad God lifted that. I'm so lucky to just even be breathing air, let alone thinking I'm going to pull and push something. And on top of that, it's giving God his ultimate respect because of the age. He's the ultimate elder, and would have seen relationships coming and going. He know all the patterns before we think them. And to not think that God doesn't know what he's talking about is crazy. Well, he ain't met me. Okay, I'll be laying it down like, Lord, please take this burden from me as far as this, and tell me how to move and groove, because there's so much my little brain would never be able to pick up just off the sheer age and lack of experience. Our human bodies can only, let's say we can get to 100. 100 years, that ain't nothing in comparison to the text being 2,000 and 3,000 years old and stuff like that. Come on now. So it's just been difficult trying to figure out, like, navigating, trying to find my tribe. And then the ways I've approached, I don't even know how to approach it. Does that mean it automatically means I can't be in community with those who aren't in the word? Like, I don't know what any of this new life means, and I'm trying to navigate, trying to build a new tribe, because there's certain things that I'm never going to do anymore. I'm never going to drink. I'm never going to do drugs. I've never done drugs and smoking and stuff. So, and that's a lot of individuals' pastime, like how they get through, this earthly experience. So I don't know, I just wanted to hear you all's experience, and you can leave comments below about your thoughts as far as building your tribe. So I'm gonna end this video, and then I'm gonna make some more.